Okay, pay attention. This is very, very important. I was in the park, my famous OG park from the videos back in the day, with my brother the other night. It was nighttime. We were walking through the fucking World War One slushy UK mud, no man's land, and I had my fake Thailand Air Forces on, so that wasn't the best choice of shoes. But I like to use them when I'm running around and getting muddy and shit because they're fake. So I was walking through, slodging through this fucking mud, and we were talking about money. And I mentioned briefly to my brother about how I made my first 10K back in November. It was the first time I went from minus money to literally £10,000 in half a month. It was around 15 days. It wasn't even a full month that I made that 10K. It was a bit over as well, 12,000 in US dollars. And we were talking about that. You know what's funny? My entire life, I have been broke. My family's been broke. I've been broke. I've never known what the experience of having money was like. Before that point, I'd never even seen 1K in the bank. Ever. I didn't know what it looked like on the screen on my bank account. Yeah? And then I went from that to making 10,000 in half a month. Can you understand how fucking insane? Can you just take that in for a sec, how insane that is? So I used to have this mindset of just brokenness, scarcity. I used to feel guilty spending money and all that kind of shit. You know the drill. So we were talking about stocks and investing, and you guys know I've been getting into forex trading recently and crypto and all this other stuff, and I've been popping off in there too because obviously I'm just too fucking good at life. And I was mentioning some AI stocks to invest into and I recommend you guys do the same. I'm going to share that here. AI, and especially AI stocks, are going to be what the internet was back in like 1990 when it was revealed. And it absolutely popped off. Now all we do is use the internet. It's going to be the same for AI. So now you still have a chance to invest into AI stocks and make some serious fucking money. I'm not even sponsored or nothing, but I'm just telling you, I'm putting you on free game. Go and find some AI companies and put your money in there. Just wait. Thank me later when you're a millionaire. So we were talking about all that kind of stuff. And we briefly mentioned as well a stock that I'm not going to reveal here because that is way too good to give away. Maybe in the Telegram down below, I might leak some game. But we're talking about a stock that's absolutely going to pop off within maybe a year, 2 years, like millionaire kind of shit. And we're like, yeah, I'm putting my money on that. And he was like, yeah, I understand that's a really sick idea. Like, I get it. That's a good idea. And I want to do that too. But I'm broke. And I said to him, you're not though. Because financially, physically, you have money in your bank account. Okay, maybe it's, you're struggling a little bit and it's not as good as you want it to be, but you still have the money if you wanted to put it in there. It's this that's stopping you from taking that because you're operating from a scarce mindset. £10 putting it into a stock or something, just a tenner, it's nothing. It's not going to do anything, but £10 just to start off and you slowly build that portfolio and you're still like, no, I can't do that. I'm broke. You have the £10 in your bank account. Of course, I get you have to buy, food and shit like that. You have to survive. But sometimes you have to take risks. And if you're always in a scarce mindset, you will miss the one risk you could have taken that would have pulled off and changed your life exponentially, just like I did. These are the phases that I went through, right? Minus money, stuck in an overdraft. Somehow made a little bit of money from my video course and coaching. Went to Thailand. Came back from Thailand. Made 10K. Crazy. Like, that's the phase. That's how quickly it can happen. That was within like 4 months. I went from minus money to 10,000. Hello? It's fucking mad. So what did I learn from this process? It's not about the business model that you pick. It's not about the external stuff. It's not about how hard you work or consistency or don't watch porn and wank yourself off. Don't do this, don't do that. Self-improvement. It's not about any of this shit. I was boozing and partying fucking all the time when I made that 10K. Doesn't make a difference. It's not about that. That's a different story though. I'll get onto that another day. I'm not advocating that stuff. I'm just saying there are no rules to life. My point being is, yes, these things do play certain significance, but it's not the be all end all. The main thing is you change internally. That's what's so important. Stop being so focused on the physical external world around you and start to focus here. Because when you change what's in here, you as a person, this changes. Very, very quick example that I can just give you. If you wake up every single day, you look in the mirror and you tell yourself, I'm ugly, I'm ugly, I'm ugly. Your physical reality will start to reflect that. You'll naturally just stop taking care of yourself as much. Okay, fuck me, try that again. You'll walk around with your shoulders down like this with shit posture. Okay, you won't make eye contact with anyone anymore. What's wrong with me today? you'll just be less confident in yourself. And when you're less confident, you naturally are perceived as less attractive, okay? You have literally manifested that reality from your own mind. So it's not about anything external a lot of the time, it's internal. When I made my first 10K, the thing that I changed the most was not about business models or anything else, it was who I was as a person. I remember this is the most abundant I have ever felt in my entire life. I went to London with my girlfriend and we went there for Halloween. Went to see all of her friends in London. Mad Halloween party, was fucking sick. And that was when I first started to pop off and make a little bit of money. I had never seen £1,000 in my bank before this point. Okay, started to make a little bit of money, had about 2k in the bank right now at this point, went to London, and I was feeling so abundant because I had more money coming in, and we had I believe at this point we had the 10k month and it was just processing, so it was coming in. So I was very aware of how abundant I was feeling and all the money that I had coming in, so I was like, life is fucking sick, right? It's amazing. And we went to the Shard, £200 on a lunch, portion sizes are like fucking this big, bro, baby portion sizes for 200 quid, ridiculous. We were walking around, we went to Savile Row, the famous suit street, where they make suits for the king and all that kind of stuff. And Rolls Royces driving past in a row, 2 Rolls Royces. Some guy just sat there with a cigar in his mouth and his top hat thing on. I was like, bro, we're just surrounded by money and wealth. I was walking around with my nice little classy jacket on and my beautiful girl on my arm, just feeling abundant as fuck. It was beautiful, nice watch on, amazing. And you know what I noticed? That is the key. It's internal. I was a rich man that day, that entire trip, that entire phase of my life. Why? Because I knew I had 10k coming in. I knew it. It was coming in. There's no doubt about it. It was going into my bank account. It was confirmed, guaranteed. It's like if you won the lottery right now and I told you you are guaranteed to have £10 million in your bank by the end of this week. You don't have it yet. It's not physically in your bank yet, but it will be by the end of this week. You won the lottery. Congratulations. You're going to walk outside, tipping fucking waiters, ridiculous amounts. You're going to be giving money to homeless people. Here, bro, I'll buy you a coffee. I do that anyway. But if you knew you had the money coming in, you'd be in such an abundant mindset, wouldn't you? Come on, mum, we're going for a nice restaurant. We're going to go, get some food, get some proper nice dinner, take the whole family out. You'd be abundant. Now, you might have been missing the point here. You might be thinking to yourself, yeah, but what should I just spend all my money then, Luke, even though I'm broke? Because I'm trying to be abundant. Does that mean I just have to spend all my money? No, because you're missing the point again. It's not about the external. It's not about that. It's this that you're supposed to change. You're not going to go... You spending all your money because you're trying to be abundant is not making you an abundant person. You're not looking at the world from an abundant point of view. You're just spending money like a fucking idiot. It's not about the money that you spend. That does not make you abundant. It's what goes on in here that makes you abundant. The way you carry yourself, the way you talk, the way you think, the way you look at the world, the way you analyze businesses and how they make money. I see money everywhere. I see money opportunities everywhere because I'm an abundant person. I don't look around and think, I'm broke, I have no money, I can't afford that. Even if I was broke, even when I've had brokey months after the 10k, maybe I lost loads on trading or something, I will still operate in an abundant mindset. I'll walk around with my fucking shoulders back, head held high, and I'll be thinking abundantly. So, what is the point here? What am I trying to get at you with? Anytime you notice yourself thinking scarce or negative or self-deprecating thoughts, you must cut them dead and flip them into a positive. That's number 1. Number 2, anytime... I don't even know what the fucking point I was going to say then. Basically, what I'm trying to say is... when you operate, when you walk around in your life, you must become the person that is rich before you are actually physically rich in reality. It's almost like reality is lagging behind. You know it's coming. You've won the lottery. It's coming. You just have to wait a week for it to be processed and put into your bank. That's what manifestation is. You know it's coming at some point. You know you're going to be making 10k a month at some point, bro, don't you? You know you do. You wouldn't be in this space watching my videos if you didn't. You'd be on TikTok and vaping your fucking lungs away. But you're here watching this, and you've been sat here for 9 minutes listening to me speak with no edits. I can tell you've got the capabilities of making 10,000. You have the discipline and the patience necessary to generate £10,000. You can do that. Absolutely you can. So why then are you still operating with this scarce, brokey fucking mindset? Because you have no money in the bank? So? That's just an experience of life. You are just physically experiencing what it's like to be broke for now. That doesn't mean that you are a broke person. It doesn't mean you have to think broke. It doesn't mean you have to put yourself down. It doesn't mean you're going to think, oh, I could never afford that. This shit, you got to... Feeling guilty for spending your money on things that you need to buy, That's what I used to be like. Be starving. I'd go to Aldi and spend like £40 or something on a weekly shop for myself because I eat a lot. And that's not that even that bad, to be honest. But I'd spend that money, and then that's essentials to live, to eat, to survive. And I'd still feel guilty. Oh, money's going, spazzing out looking at my bank account. That shit, you got to stop that. How do we stop that? You identify the personal internal blocks. Remember this word. This is the word of the fucking day. Internal. It's nothing to do with the external physical world. These are just experiences that you go through. Everything external is just an experience. There's no such thing as good or bad, positive or negative. It's all just an experience. Okay? And you're going to go through ups and downs, little dips throughout your entire life. The best thing you can do, walking away from this video, enjoy every external experience, whether it's good or bad, whether you're broke or rich, you enjoy all of it. You take the positives from everything. You laugh at the fact that you're broke. Cool, I'm on the hustle. This is fun. Let's go. Let's see if I can pull this off and figure it out. Find a way to enjoy every physical experience you go through. Pain, suffering, hardship, pleasure. Enjoy all of it, yeah? Because it's all just a passing temporary experience. It's not forever. The thing that's really important that you need to change, that you need to worry about changing, instead of worrying about the physical world and, I need to get money in the bank. Stop worrying about that. Change who you are as a person, and the results that you want physically in the external world will naturally be attracted and flow to you. As wishy-washy as that sounds. So identify the personal blocks, identify mindsets or thoughts that you get or things that you say or the way you look at the world. Identify all of these things that could be potentially holding you back from being abundant and making money, and cut them away and replace them with positive, abundant versions of that thing. Does that make sense? Don't let that go over your head. Hope you learned something from this. Change who you are, not what you do necessarily. Obviously, to some extent, you've got to change your actions, you've got to do different things, whatever. But the most important thing is you change who you are as a person. You change how you carry yourself, how you talk to people, how you hold yourself when you walk through the world. Change all of that. I guarantee you'll just naturally attract more money. Happened to me firsthand. You've seen it. Go back 6 months ago and watch how broke I was. Stealing bikes and fucking sitting in the park with holes in my shoe. Now I'm living good. So you can do the same thing. If you want to learn from me personally, which I highly recommend you do before I absolutely pop off and explode and I don't even know you exist anymore, get in contact now while you still can. Why are you wasting this opportunity? I've clearly done it in front of your own fucking eyes, and you're still being scarce. You're still operating in this brokey mindset. $60, oh my God, no, I can't spend that. Bro, it's $60 for 30 minutes of my time. It might seem like a lot because you're used to the 9 to 5 brokey world, but it's nothing. Spend it, invest it, learn, implement. You'll make the money back. Like I said, everything's just an experience. Stop crying. Come and invest in coaching through Instagram or email. Contact me. My Fiverr isn't working at the moment. And I will book you in for a call. Nice. Phone's on 10%. Sexual mastery is also down below in the link. If you want to learn how to quit pornography forever, if you're struggling with premature ejaculation, again, another issue I've openly spoke about on here. You can clearly see I practice what I preach. If you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, maybe your dick don't work no more, you've got testosterone issues, struggling with women, don't know what to do in the bedroom, flirtation skills, whatever it may be, the sexual mastery course for literally just $75, which is ridiculously low for what the value is I'm providing. Buy that course, learn, educate yourself, implement, become a better version of yourself. That's all it is. That's all life is, just learning, growing, evolution. And you can speed that process up by investing physical energy and money into things so you can learn from other people. Simple, bruv. Look after yourself, and I'll see you soon, lad.